learned that father and mother and Oni-chan and all the rest of my family had died. I was at the house of my grandpa on my mother's side. The only survivor of the accident was Ushiromiya Eva. Only Aunt Eva. Even at the time, I hadn't really liked Aunt Eva. At a glance, she would act kindly. But even as young as I was, I could see that she was somehow making fun of father and the rest, and I hadn't liked it. So when it was decided that Aunt Eva would take care of me, I was pretty miserable. Maybe it wouldn't have mattered if the gentle Uncle Hideyoshi and George Oni-chan had been with me. But I hated the thought of living all alone with Aunt Eva. I don't blame you. That sounds awful. I frankly said that to Grandpa, hoping to live together in his house. Let me guess, he suspiciously died? No. However, Aunt Eva had been very insistent that she had been the one to look after me, of course. She had no desire to remarry, so as her successor I was essential if the Ushiromiya family was to continue. Aunt Eva felt very strongly about the family. She insisted that she take charge of me right away, so that she could give me an education and lifestyle fitting for a successor. After that, it seems that confusing negotiations with lawyers took place. But in the end, I was forced to go live with Aunt Eva. After doing that, Aunt Eva told me something. You must bear all of the glory and history of the Ushiromiya family. And in order to make you a fitting successor to bear that, the rest of your life will be dedicated to frantic studying. Sacrifice the rest of your life for the Ushiromiya family. That's what she said. At first I thought she meant that literally, but I quickly realized that wasn't the case. Because even now, in Aunt Eva's eyes, the one most fitting to succeed her was the late George Oni-chan. At our first meal together, I received strict instructions and questioning about table manners, and was forced to listen to her abuse Mom and Dad as though they'd been neglectful in their discipline. I also received the same strict instructions regarding manners at my first party, and my clumsiness had been disparaged in front of everybody, forcing me to endure insults to Mom and Dad as well. Jesus Christ. After that repeated over and over, I eventually began to understand. Aunt Eva didn't really want to make me her successor. She thought George Oni-chan was the only one truly suited to be her successor, and she couldn't forgive the fact that it was to be me instead. So she insulted me in front of lots of people. She humiliated me, and she made it known exactly how I was inferior to George Oni-chan, to both acquaintances and strangers. Surely in place of a memorial service for her dead son, or rather, she must still be mourning his death. I love how the last episode just gave me one little moment where I started to like Eva a little bit. And then just the end of it and the beginning of this one just fucks it all over. Like, yep, no, Eva fucking sucks. However, that wasn't something I could endure. I couldn't possibly live together with Aunt Eva. I was kept like a pet, my life continually compared with her dead son's. I understood that even when I was still in elementary school. I tried to escape the Ushiromiya house and run off to the house of my grandpa on my mother's side. However, Aunt Eva had already foreseen that. Now, thinking back on it, she may have lured me into escaping. I was caught by the guards and brought back, and for being a coward who had smeared the Ushiromiya family crest with mud and tried to throw it away, in a way that makes my whole body shake and shiver just remembering it. I was punished. How should I describe what Aunt Eva was like when she punished me? In a frenzy? Gleeful? I saw the anger and sadness of losing her beloved son, and as well as the hatred and pain from me stealing that inheritance from the son who should have received it, and the dark pleasure of being able to let those feelings out on me. I was hit with all those negative emotions at once. Damn. Then, all of my free time and freedom to act was stolen. I was put under surveillance around the clock. I may have lived in a gorgeous mansion, dressed in expensive clothes, but my heart and my dignity had been trampled upon, and I was the Ushiromiya family's slave. It's cattle. Compared to that lifestyle, the derisive laughter of my classmates here was calm and pleasant. It caused my heart no trouble. Jesus. After burying almost all the fields of the questionnaire with nothing in particular, I folded it and put it in my pocket, because if I left it in my desk, it might disappear again. Damn. During lunch break, after dropping it off at the postbox in the student council room, I finished lunch by myself, as usual, and headed behind the school building where no one could be seen. Only my time by myself could protect me from the derisive laughter and gossip. Since I was hated and didn't have a single friend, my time alone was the most kind to me. After checking the surrounding bushes to see whether some malicious classmates were hiding there and threatening my time of quiet, I finally relaxed the tension from my entire body, knowing that I had gained some true peace. Then, I let out a sigh. It faltered, heavy, as though it was the first time I had breathed out today. My old favorite place behind the vegetable garden storehouse had been found out by my classmates. I had been teased, so this was my new lunchtime hideaway. There was nowhere to sit behind the school building. As I crouched near the wall in the shadow of the bushes, I opened my bag and took out a book with an elaborate old-fashioned binding. Just glancing at it, you'd probably think it was a religious book or something written in the Middle Ages. But this wasn't a book. It was a diary. Of course it wasn't my diary. There weren't any special things worth writing about in my daily life. Every single day was just gray, cold and dry. In those completely unchanging days, there aren't any changes worth writing down. This was the diary of Maria One-chan, a girl I'd been very close to. She'd been a bit strange and 3 years older than me, but One-chan was always a warm, wonderful cousin. Damn right she was. She would always grab me by the hand and let me join in on some fun game. I remember that being able to see her was the most fun part of our family gatherings. You're damn right it was. When I opened the diary, the characters, which were made fairly skillfully considering that this was an elementary schooler, were packed close together, though they were written on every other line. Was she just hopelessly obsessed with jotting everything down in her diary? Probably not. To her, writing her daily life down in a diary was probably like having a conversation with another part of herself. So rather than object on which the events of her day were written down, Maria One-chan's diary was written like a letter to another part of herself, telling of the events of that day. I found this diary among her belongings after her death and secretly took it home. At first I had felt that reading someone else's diary might be boorish, and satisfied myself with just keeping it by my side. But I couldn't help flipping through the pages and reading through it bit by bit. And by now, she had become my only friend. Aww. That's how I feel. Maria's my only fucking homie in this hellhole. I gently opened to the page with the bookmark.
Maria お姉ちゃん、お待たせ。また、お姉ちゃんのお話を聞かせて。
At the same time, a very, very soft breeze blew, tickling the paper. I thought the open diary might have sparkled faintly. The weather's good today. Maria One-chan loves the wonderful rays of sunlight, so I'm sure she's in a good mood. On the pages of the open diary, no, in the world of the diary, Maria One-chan showed herself. I love this image. I'm pretty sure she was 9 when she died, so her form was already younger than me. But I call her One-chan, so she affectionately calls me Anje.
Oh, Anje, 今日は来るのが遅かった。お昼混んでた？うん、いつも混んでるわ。仲良しグループたちが席を陣取ってる上に、食事を終えた後も食堂に行くのが遅くなると致命的ね。今日は片付けの当番だったから。はい、マリア、ご飯食べるの早い。早く食べ終わるとその分いっぱい遊べるの。
Damn right, Maria. Maybe she realized I was holding a grudge because that duty had been forced upon me and shortened my lunch break by a bit. Maria One-chan brightly changed the subject. Grateful for that act of kindness, I responded by saying I was a slow eater. Maria calmed me down, saying something about teaching me the trick to eating fast. I read about it in her diary. No, I heard it from Maria One-chan. She was ranked number 1 among the girls in the speed-eating ranking for her grade's newspaper. She was apparently very proud of that, but a little disappointed that her mother, Aunt Rosa, hadn't praised her very much for it.
じゃあ今日のお話を始めるね。昨日はどこまでお話をしたかな？ここまでよ。マリアお姉ちゃんが作太郎をプレゼントしてもらったところまで。 サクタロの話を聞かせてくれる約束になってたわ。
サクタロのことサクタロはね、とっても可愛いぬいぐるみね。エンジェもきっと気に入るよ。
そのお話を聞かせて、マリアお姉ちゃんにお話を聞かせてもらえる昼休みだけが学校で一番心を許せる時間だもの。
マリア話す。サクタロはね、
When I looked at Marione-chan, I was always in a good mood. It made my heart really feel warm as well. Ah, I feel you on that one. I listened to her tale. I began to get absorbed into her world.
Happy birthday, Maria.
Okay, apparently we had to have a sprite shift.
ごめんね、帰りが遅くなって。
ママもお仕事お疲れ様。マリア、ママが忙しいの知ってるから、遅くなっても泣かないで待ってた。おとなしくテレビ見て待ってた。
マリアは偉いわね。お行儀よく待ってたご褒美に、今日は何でも好きなものを注文していいわよ。もちろん食べきれる分だけだけどね。
今日はコーンスープをオニオングラタンスープに変えてもいい？
ええ、いいわよ。
200円高くなるけど、プロシュートピッツァに変えてもいい？
ええ、いいわよ。本当に食べられる。でも誕生日だしね。ちゃんとお行儀よく待ってたいい子のマリアにご褒美もないとね。
じゃあデザートにエンチェラーダチーズケーキもつけていい？
Enchilada cheesecake. Interesting. Is that a thing? I actually have to pause. Listen, alright? Cheesecake? I fucking love cheesecake. That's my favorite dessert, alright? I'm keeping it real with y'all. And I fucks with enchiladas heavy, so if you're telling me that somehow someone combined those, enchilada cheesecake. I see cheesecake enchiladas. That's probably what they're talking about. That does look really fucking good. Holy hell. Pumpkin spice cheesecake enchiladas. Yo! Or even just basic cheesecake enchiladas. With Oh. Man, fuck the game. This is definitely worth. Fuck, I don't know what I'm trying to say. This shit looks delicious. Pumpkin spice cheesecake enchiladas with caramel drizzle. Bruh, I'm gonna start busting looking at this shit. Yeah, show me this recipe. Oh. Oh, with an electric mixer? I don't have an electric mixer. I might, actually. Do I? I don't fucking know. Divide the cream cheese in between the tortillas. Roll each tortilla up and put on serving plates. A small bulk by the butter, sugar, and cinnamon. Press the mixture with the rolled tortillas. Oh. 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 Bro, I'm making these. At some point, you know what? I'm bookmarking it right fucking now. Pumpkin spice cheesecake enchiladas with a caramel drizzle. Bruh. Oh my god. Bro, just looking at these, I am rock solid, bro. Holy hell. Bruh. Oh my god. God, sorry. There was a bug in my face and I brushed away. Fuck. My god. Guys, I can't express to you how much this has made my day. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Alright, anyway, back to this game I'm supposed to be playing. Shout out to Maria. It's all thanks to Maria that I learned today what a fucking cheesecake enchilada looks like. And may actually be making in the near future. Oh, I mean, just looking at that, I'm excited just at the prospect of potentially making those. Like, I can only imagine just biting into that. Oh. Anyway, yeah, dessert. Hell yeah. Stack your plate. Hell yeah.
ちょっとはしゃぎすぎよ。もう少し静かにしないと他のお客さんに迷惑よ。
Oh shit. When Rosa gently admonished her, Maria stuck her tongue out and eased up a little, but it seemed like she was having a hard time repressing her excitement at being able to eat out with her mother after such a long time. Hell yeah. Today was Maria's birthday. Rosa always tried to let Maria spend her birthdays at great restaurants. When Maria had been in kindergarten, they sometimes invited over other kids from the neighborhood over and had a party at home. Rosa would make a wonderful cake and snacks and decorate the house herself, making it a huge celebration. When they moved and Maria no longer had friends in the neighborhood, Rosa had started splurging in expensive restaurants instead. However, today, they were in a normal family restaurant. It was also a little late in the day for a kid like Maria to eat there, even with a parent. Actually, she had gotten reservations at a fantastic place that would have surely pleased Maria. Of course, she had also prepared a wonderful cake with Maria's name written on it. But Rosa just hadn't been able to finish up her business and had been forced to cancel. Aww. She still tried to make up for it, though. I can respect that. Since that plan had been traded for a local family restaurant, Rosa felt a little indebted to Maria. So she was prepared to spoil Maria a bit and let her have whatever she wanted tonight.
マリアお姉ちゃんってあんまり食べないんじゃなかった？こんなに頼んで大丈夫なの？
あんまり食べられないけどいっぱい並ぶのが好きなの。お誕生日のテーブルはね、赤、青、緑に黄色、いっぱい色とりどりだと幸せになれるの。
そうね。お誕生日のテーブルってカラフルだと幸せ。うちの誕生日はマリアお姉ちゃんのところにはだいぶ負けるけど、駅前のケーキ屋さんで買ってくるケーキがいつもとても華やかだったっけ。
And she thought back to her own birthdays nostalgically. Even though Dad was busy, he sometimes came home just to show up at my birthday party, then went right back to his company. At the time I was sad, but now I understand how important I was to Dad. Hell yeah. Of course, Mom also took very good care of me. In particular, her birthday presents were always in excellent taste, and she sometimes arranged for them several months in advance. Even though we always sent an invitation to Bad Leone-chan, we didn't get along with Dad or something, so we kept not coming. Aww. So when he did come, I was really happy. The birthday parties when the whole four-person family gathered made for fun memories that I'll never forget.
レンジのお誕生日もとても楽しそうだね。バトラとルドルフおじさんがすごく賑やか。
Yeah, they are.
ワイワイキャッキャ。あ、バトラコーラかけられてる。
Maria Ona-chan peeked into my happy memory. As I sat quietly wearing the origami helmet that Dad had made for fun, I was a little embarrassed. In my hand was a paper gun that Bad Leone-chan had folded for me. My mom was taking a commemorative photo. It was the happiest moment of my life.
でもマリアお姉ちゃんの誕生日だ。それで今日もらえるんでしょ、サク太郎は。
すっごく楽しみだった。ママのカバンの脇にあるプレゼントの包みを早く見せてもらえないかなとずっとワクワクしてた。
Sakutaro is the name of a stuffed animal that Maria was to receive that day. For quite some time before then, Aunt Rosa had been making a stuffed animal to give Maria as a present today. Hearing that it was a cute lion stuffed animal, Maria One-chan had already given it the name Sakutaro, even though she hadn't received it yet. Today she was looking forward to meeting Sakutaro even more than her own birthday. Aunt Rosa ran a clothing design company. It seemed to be some kind of brand name. What was it? Auntie Rosa? It seems their catchphrase was, "I can't forgive the me of yesterday." What? Unfortunately, I've never met someone who knew of that brand name. Maybe it wasn't that famous. So Aunt Rosa was pretty skilled with her hands. I heard that she made some of the clothing she wore herself. So making a stuffed animal had to be well within her capabilities.
手作りのぬいぐるみなんてちょっと素敵。ところでサク太郎って名前どういう意味でつけたの？
でもオスライオンのぬいぐるみだから男の子の名前にしなさいって言われたの。だから男の子っぽく太郎を加えてサク太郎。最後の「う」はいつの間にかなくなっちゃった。
なんでさくらなの？
テレビアニメの主人公の名前。
It was the name of the main character in a TV anime that was popular at the time. The fact that she'd simply borrowed the name of a character she liked was, how should I say it, as innocent and cute as you'd expect from someone that age.
ママサク太郎まだ。サク太郎も一緒にお誕生日混ぜてあげたい。
プレゼントはいつも最後でしょ。今広げると汚しちゃうわよ。食事が終わるまで我慢しなさい。
じゃあ早く食事を終わらせ。
As soon as she proclaimed that, she started tearing into her meal. Aunt Rosa got mad at her, saying that was rude. It seemed that she'd expected this would happen right away. I also thought that given how straightforward Maria was, that was probably what she'd do. So it was kind of pleasant when my expectations weren't betrayed. In the end, Aunt Rosa lost to her daughter's eyes, which were sparkling with anticipation. Hell yeah. Cleaned up the table, took out the long-awaited wrapped present.
ハッピーバースデーマリアンなかなか時間が取れなくてあまり上手に作れなかったんだけど。
ママの手作りなら何でも嬉しい。
Hell yeah.
サク太郎サク太郎。
Aunt Rosa spoke a bit humbly, but Maria One-chan was happy even before opening the wrapping. I could really understand that feeling. It's not a problem with quality. Just the fact that it was a handmade present was more pleasing than anything.
開けてもいい？開けてもいい？
本当はお家に帰ってからにしてほしいんだけど、ちょっとだけよ。ちょっと見て挨拶したら一度しまうのよ。ちゃんと挨拶するのはお家に帰ってからにするのよ。ここはお外なんだからはしゃいじゃダメよ。約束できる？
約束する。だから開けてもいい？ママ開けてもいい？
はいはい、ちょっとだけよ。
Before Aunt Rosa finished talking, Maria started unwrapping it. That's adorable. As soon as she did, yellow and orange peeked out. What appeared was a slightly blank-looking lion stuffed animal, with cute round eyes and a white chest. It was about the size of a small pillow. It looked pretty big next to someone as short as Maria One-chan, but it probably wasn't that large. From the perspective of someone who didn't know better, it would probably look like something cheap bought from a department store or something. But to Maria One-chan, it was her mother's handmade stuffed animal, the only one of its kind in the world and irreplaceable.
サク太郎サク太郎。
Aww.
かわいいかわいい。すっごくかわ 仕事で忙しいのにこんなに可愛いぬいぐるみを作ってくれて本当にありがとう。
そんなに褒められるとかえって恥ずかしいわ。全然時間が取れなくて大したものを作れなかったの。本当は抱えきれないくらい大きなのを作るつもりだったのにね。
これでいい。このくらいの大きさならいつも一緒にいられるもん。一緒にお出かけできるもん。さく太郎、お姉ちゃんだよ。ふりゅ
本当に可愛らしいぬいぐるみね。この子がマリアお姉ちゃんの一番のお友達のサク太郎なのね。
学校には一緒に行けないけど、お家ではいつも一緒にいる一番のお友達なの。サク太郎はね、とっても無垢で可愛らしくて、そしていつもマリアに優しくしてくれるの。マリアに元気がない時には励ましてくれて、マリアが元気な時は一緒にいっぱい遊んでくれるの。だからマリアはもう寂しくなんかない。ママが仕事で忙しくて一人ぼっちでも寂しくないし、学校で誰も遊んでくれなくても全然寂しくないの。ねえ、さく太郎、うりゅ
She melted my heart.